So, this is probably long overdue because I've had this thing for like almost a month. It's a totally love and hate relationship. The Silverplay from Project Subon. Yeah, I like it. Was it worth it? Maybe. I got it on sale. I had some kind of coupon code or something. I think I gave like $40 for it shipped. Um, in this tank configuration right here, this is what you get when you buy it. And they tell you that the orchid parts, orchid chimneys work in any Kayfun style like tank section will work. But what they don't tell you is the airflow on this chimney, the only thing that this thing works with is itself. So yes, it's got massive, massive amounts of airflow. Do you see how big that chimney is? It is probably 3.5, 4 millimeters huge. It's probably bigger than that. I'm going to say it may even be 5 or 6. It's huge. That is by far the biggest chimney I have ever seen on anything that I've ever purchased. In the stock configuration, it works stellar, except for filling it. It's a pain in the ass to fill it. It leaks like teetotal hell if you overfill it through the drip tip hole. So what it basically does is you build so much pressure inside of the tank and it spits it back out into your juice control or your juice flow and shoots it back down into the actual chimney section and it blows out everywhere. And it's really hard to see to fill it. Because that's it. That's all you can see to fill it. And if you turn it on its side to fill it, it does work somewhat better. But it's still like a every 35 to 40 minute refill thing for me. I mean, I'll blow through, they say 3.5 mils of juice. I call BS. I'm probably going to say 3 max maybe. And it blows through it fast. Packaging's really cool. Everything under the sun that you could ever want. Screws, O-rings for every part and every piece. It's insane, a little bag of tricks here. It really is awesome with the regular chimney, but it really is inconvenient as hell trying to fill it back up. I really wish they had done something different with it, but I did. So, what I done. Here we go. What I done is we took another little trip to Fast Tech. I'm a huge Kayfun fan. I don't always want to blow clouds. I don't always want to drip. I am a Kayfun lover. P. Basardo, you know him. I'm kind of the same way. I love my DNA 40s. I love my 40 watt devices. I love my 20 watt devices. I love my original Vapor Shark DNA 30. I mean, you don't have to have a 165 watt IPV to vape. I mean, this is the hobby side of things. We all spend money on stuff that we know we're not necessarily going to use. My IPV is just my battery saver. It runs all day. So I have a lot of Kayfun parts. I have a lot of different stuff. I like to sub on sometimes, and sometimes I don't. And that's kind of where this come in. I wanted something that I could get the drip experience from, and kind of like an orchid style, which I really like my orchids, but the airflow's still not quite there even after I drill them. And then this come out, and I really wanted to try it. So what I done, I went to Fast Tech. I ordered the Fast Tech Easy Fill top cap for a Kayfun, which is perfect. I ordered the Kayfun 3.1 bubbled frosted tank. It holds just a hair more juice. It's kind of a bubbled tank. It's kind of like a Kayfun V4. Like with this part. Like if this, I had the glass section in here, you know how they're bubbled out? This is kind of the same thing. This will give you an idea of the size. It's a pretty decent sized tank. But what I done, the V6 chimney for the orchid is a bigger bore. So I opted for that. So I ordered one of those from Fast Tech. And well, I've got it off. There's the airflow control ring. It's kind of unique. You can do dual holes or single holes, and it's got the cool little Silverplay logo on it somewhere. Oh, actually, it's on this piece. Yeah, there you go. But I opted for the V6 chimney out of an orchid. And I'll show you why. I don't have a regular V2 orchid laying around. And this is just Kayfun in Top Cap. Everybody knows what this is. This thing's still juiced up. It's crazy. I should have rinsed this out. But the V6 chimney is bigger than a stock orchid. V2 or V1 through V5, I think. I think the V6 is when they changed the size of the chimney. I might be wrong. It might have been V5. I have a V4, so I know that for a fact was the same size as the 2. It's hard to tell, but it is definitely bigger. It is a 2-piece. So it's kind of Kayfun style. It's an orchid chimney, but it's a 2-piece, which is kind of cool. The chamber is bigger, and the chimney is shorter and wider. So it does help the flavor a little bit. It's still not as good as the stock one, but like I said, filling the stock one is a pain in the ass. So I'm just not dealing with it. I don't care what the vape quality is. It's just not worth it to me. I hate it. I'm done with it. I'm not using the stock setup for it anymore. This is the way it'll be used. It's kind of like a Frankenstein vape machine or something now. They kind of stole the orchid, kind of, sort of. They raised up the negative or the positive block, and it makes it easier. They kind of stole the wicking channels from the Aqua, which I love. It's awesome. It wicks pretty well. If you hadn't watched my Delta 2 video, watch that. That thing is a wicking beast. This thing right here wicks really well. It wicks better than a stock orchid by far. It does not leak. Other than just a little bit, every now and then I'll get a little bit to leak out of it with this setup. With the stock setup, it leaks like crazy. It runs way better in this mode, the way I have it set up with the parts that I have on it. You can see the deck. It's pretty wild and crazy. It's in the words of Twisted 420, it gets rowdy. You can see the airflow. I mean, that airflow is insane, and you are getting every bit of it with the stock set up. And you're getting the majority of it. I'm not going to say you're getting all of it, but I'm going to say you're getting the majority of it with the V6 chimney. If you decide to go the Silverplay route, or if you already have one and it's pissed you off, and you're looking to fix the problem, and you ran into the same issues that I've had, V6 orchid chimney, a Kayfun top cap, and a Kayfun tank will fix it. And you'll love it again. The first day I got it with that stock setup, I tried playing with it. It made me mad. Took it to work the next day. I ran it for a day, and I was filling it up every 10 minutes with a needle bottle. And if you didn't have a needle bottle, you can hang it up. It's not happening. You're not going to fill it and keep it from leaking everywhere. And then I went to the Easy Fill Top Cap method, which if you've ever used before, you know is awesome. I love the Easy Fill Top Caps. I have them on just about everything I have except for my V4 because I can obviously top fill it anyway. Silverplay, it's okay. If you don't have one, do I suggest running out and buying one tomorrow? No. Buy you a V6 Orchid and just call it a day. And even then, I don't even have one of those, but I'm guessing since some of the V6 parts that I'm running I like, it should be okay. It's not my favorite thing in the whole wide world. It's really not. Is it okay? Yes. Would I buy it again? No. Will I sell it? Probably not, because it still chucks pretty good. It's got really good flavor, got butt tons of airflow. I just like it. It's just okay. It's not great. It's not out of this world. You get the point. I figured I'd throw that out there and save you $40. if you want to spend $40 in the right place right now, we're looking at like the second day of February, and just got the Delta 2, and honestly, I would rather have the Delta 2 than this, and that's no lie. And this is a rebuildable, and it's not. They've come a long way, so I mean, that's just where I'm at right now. Give it 3 days, give it 3 weeks, give it 3 months. It's subject to change. You know how the vape world is right now. It's craziness. All right, y'all. Last video of the night. Peace out.